Welcome back to another episode of the Roots Podcast. I'm Max Moore, joined by my co-host Tyler Lingle. Today, we're going to teach you how to rent your property well for a marketable rate and get a tenant quickly. We just had our masterclass event post-panel. I'm like talking to all of our clients and everybody in the community out, and I just heard this like lowering murmur of, I can't rent my home. For reference, it's August. I have one out on the market right now. Tyler has one. Maybe you have one. And you're stuck in the mud of, how do I get my rental rented, because I'm dying out here, right? And the sentiment that I gave everybody was like, send me your property. Don't go midterm rent it. Don't go like panic. Send me the property. On Monday, I'll go through and I'll analyze them. I was greeted by a lot of different approaches to listing property. I thought it was fair. We had some that had overlays from property managers. We had some with pictures from the roof, like trying to advertise to, if you're 7 foot, this is what it would look like from the vantage point of being here. We had some that did use some good DSLR, spent $200 on photos. Had some that were the most overpriced by $600 compared to anything near it. There was a lot that I'm like, you're not getting a tenant because you're not putting in the right effort and the energy in the right places.
Right.
You're worried about greed and saving. So literally you're saving on photos. You're using ChatGPT to write these descriptions. And I know it because there's asterisks all over the place, like Command-Shift-V. If you want those to go away, Zillow does not bold things. It's ChatGPT's way of putting bold in. For the love of God, Command-Shift-V, please. And the descriptions are rough. What have you bumped into along the way? I want to go in like the manager specific and leasing. When you're hand the keys over to a manager, have them post it up. What's some of the things that could be done better?
A lot of times they're not on Zillow, which I'm like,
Yeah,
over 50% are on Zillow. Like you can't just go BLC and apartments.com. Like you need to be on Zillow. Number one, that's big.
Yeah, there's no leasing agents taking you that maybe want to rent out to see homes.
Right.
So get it to the people.
Right. Dark photos. Like, why are they so dark and grainy? I don't understand. So like just clear, turn on the lights, shoot it from waist level, DSLR if you can. And then I think like an important thing is showcasing the neighborhood. Is this a neighborhood you want to be in? Like we started on ours. I didn't pay for drone photos, but I like made this mock-up thing on Canva that shows Amelia's Bread and Can Cinema and North
Where
Mass
people
Boulder,
can walk to and enjoy.
and had it with like a cool font, New Spirit, our brand. And it looks like a young entrepreneur is leasing this who wants to have a personal touch on the property, not old cranky property manager that has all these rules. And, like they're like, no dogs. It's like the first description line. No pets whatsoever.
With the stars around it.
Yeah.
They're using ChatGPT too.
You're right. They can type
Who
in
wants to
5
rent
words.
from that? It's not fun. It's not fun, right? You're living here, so you have to tell a
legitimately
story.
scary.
It is. It is scary.
Some of these places are like, I wouldn't even want to do a tour there, much less rent it for $900 a month.
And if you're trying to overcome objections that you may have in your rental, like you have to tell the story of what you own.
A story, yeah.
So I think the big takeaways that I was just consistently giving people, I felt like was worth sharing on a broader scale, is pay for the photos. It's $250 to $300. If you need a contact, hit me up. I will refer you to somebody.
Right.
We'll get there tomorrow and we'll fix your pictures. That's going to already have an uptick. Look at the property values around you, or the lease values around you. If you've got somebody next door that's leased for 1.9K and you're out at 2.1, I'm sorry to tell you, brother, but you're overpriced.
Right.
You got to get down to 1.8. And here's the math. You jump down $300, you get the tenant in this month, or you don't get 1.8 this month, 1.8K this month, and you sit and, you just lost, like, I don't even know, what's the math off the top of my head? $2,000 total in the year by not dropping your price. Yeah, I don't know if that was right. Somebody can put it in the comments below. But the vacancy will creep, and by not making adjustments or pivoting, you're going to be overtaken. The other thing that I would say is highlight the neighborhood. You did that on your new group. I thought that was fantastic. You doing that. I saw you put like a heat check out. You're like, let's sort out 1950, see if we can get somebody that would be over the moon. Like that's our excitement rate. And you backed it down to 1800, starting to have some success. Everything's good on yours besides, I'm just going to keep dogging you on the photos.
Right. I should have got the good photos.
Just look on Zillow. There's nobody else doing that.
Right.
And making it inviting.
Right. Question. Do you get flexible with the requirements and income, credit score, or any of those other requirements?
Yeah, last year I did. And I was invited last month to come to my rental to check it out after a tenant had vacated. And they took some souvenirs with them, the stove and fridge and washer and dryer. So that sucked. Out a couple grand there. Yeah. And, small claims court, whatever, I'll win and get justice.
Justice will be served.
They burnt me. They burnt me bad. And it's because, no, I didn't. I didn't do income verification on things. And I realized when she called me, she needed to rent the place by the end of the week. She's like, I need a lease now. You know why she needed a lease now? Because she's getting evicted from her other place. And that was going to be filed.
Right.
And you know what happened when she left mine? Sprinted out the door, did the same thing to another person.
Right.
And that's the burn point. If somebody's being too urgent about leasing your place, nobody is that excited to rent your rental. I promise you. I thought that she was just like over the moon, thought that my place was just, kind of the shit because it's nice. It's a nice little spot. And now I just put mine out at $1,450 and was like, somebody comes along, great. If not, whatever. I've backed it down now to $1,395, starting to get a ton of tours. And that's awesome. Not a single one is worth the time as far as the income verification goes. And I'm not wavering. I'd rather sit vacant.
Right. Yeah.
Honestly.
You can do more harm putting the wrong person in. Well, far, far more harm.
$6,000
than just sitting vacant. Right. And I just had someone apply that was at our typical is 3 times the amount of monthly rent and income net. And someone applied at 2.5. And so I asked 3 property managers and they said, if the other markers were positive, lease it. But if there was any other bad ones, don't.
So if they have a 780 credit score and are making 2.75%.
Right.
Yeah, I probably would waver there.
Yeah. I don't F around with felonies or past evictions, by the way, if people are.
Which you learn through messing around with that, right?
Right.
On accident, not even knowing.
Right. Also, and a lot of people have said this that we've met, is check their car. What does their car look like? If that thing is a piece of trash.
If the muffler.
Guess how they're going to treat your unit. Seriously.
Yeah.
Look at their car.
Oh, you're saying just like the up.
How they've kept up their
car? I went
car?
to having like a used, car with a muffler ruffling around. But like you're just saying like, was it clean and taken care of?
Yeah. Right. It's a pretty good indicator on how they're going to keep up their unit.
I totally agree.
I would say also, and I have our manager do this, but I always like in-person showings with them. And we've started to have certain questions like, hey, what are your goals? I know you're renting right now. Like, what are your goals? And I want to hear, hey, I'm on track. I'm trying to buy a home.
Yeah. Taking care of that and having a trained professional on the other end with you to ask those types of questions is ginormous.
The ghost tours, not about it. And for those that don't know, a ghost showing is just when the property manager hands out the lockbox code and the prospective tenant walks it themselves with no one there to escort them or tour them.
If your property manager does ghost tours, my suggestion is we always have a new agent at Roots, like whoever it is, that would jump over the moon to make $1,000 to lease your property and would treat it as if they were listing. And for us, it's great because it's training reps on how to list a property for sale.
Yeah.
You candidly should have us leasing everything. And I would love to do that because I'm kind of sitting here getting obsessed with how to lease properties and get good tenants.
There you have it. We're now leasing.
Yeah.
Public announcement.
Hit us up. We'll
yeah, no, seriously. I was about to lease it for a recent person that bought a new group duplex with me. And I was like, all right, let's calm down, Tyler. Because I knew how much better I could do than his manager. And we can give those tips. Yeah, we have agents on our team that want to go make that bread.
The managers have a ton of properties and so many different moving arms in their business. Not a lot of them actually have a leasing agent, from what I've heard. Or they have 1 to 75 on the market. Like, it's not possible. It's not possible. So, yeah, I guess this was just a free ad and promo on how good we're going to lease your property and how much your listing isn't performing right now. So, if you want a tenant, hit us up. Drop a like and subscribe. Peace.
Peace.